It's the big DJ with the big sound. We're talking DJ Meat, stamped in the street.
Ladies and gentlemen, you already know it's your boy DJ Meat. We back in the building, man. The DJ Meat podcast on SNDS Radio. And I got my boy Jeff Stones in the building, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What's up with you, man?
That's good, man. How you feeling?
I'm good. I'm feeling great, man.
How's your mental health, my brother?
Oh, man, listen. It's excellent right now. You feel me? I'm feeling real good, man.
Amen, man. Amen.
I'm glad you asked about that. I'm glad that's a real hot topic. We're gonna get into that. You know,
it's an important question.
That's a very important question.
Yeah, especially as a black man in America, it's a very important question.
I like that. So let everybody know who is Jeff Stones. You know where you're from. Let's give a whole rundown on who you are. You feel me?
Yo, people that don't know me, people that do know me, I go by the name of Jeff Stones from North Miami Beach, NMB. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We hold it down. That's forever. Man, I dabbled to the music probably like 2012, 2013. My brother Bala Twan, like he really, nurtured me into seeing how he was, because he was in it. And then I just like sat back and watched behind the scene how everything was, like from promotion, from creating music and everything. Because I was playing sports, so I wasn't really too sure exactly what I wanted to do until I gave this thing a shot. And then he was like, I think you should take this serious. So it's been, it's been a history in the making since then.
Okay, so they say you're in sports, so you have I guess you got a musical background. Cause your brother doing music, do your family, other people in your family do music?
My uncle, rest in peace, like he was always into the music. Like he introduced me to Michael Jackson when I was younger, and other like artists like Whitney Houston and everything. Like I used to go to his house and he used to have like vinyl records because he had a record player. And while his wife would like clean the house, and me and him, we'd be like in the den and just listening to music. And then he like explained the stories, like why they chose this as an important path and everything. So he started to tell me, like, if you're gonna choose something, make sure you go hard with it, 100%.
That's real. That's a fact of life.
Yeah, he was always on my ass. I'm on my grades too. Couldn't get past that.
Yeah.
I couldn't get past that.
So I hear your music it's a lot of like empowerment. It's a lot of punchlines. Like, you feel me? It's different. You feel me? It's not a regular rap.
It got like that now, cause in the beginning it was like trying to fit in.
Okay.
I can admit that, like, try to being honest. It was in the beginning like it was trying to fit in, like whatever, like the clubs was playing, the streets was playing. It's like, okay, like I want to create that, get the records played, and see how go for it. But at the time, like it was still kind of hard, even if like we made the same type of music. It's like not everybody was like welcoming like that. Like regardless, it's like some type of payment or some type of collateral or showing face very, very, very often and stuff like that for them to be like, okay, I'll finally spin it and stuff like that. But it was more hard work trying to like be like everybody else. And then I probably like the middle, like maybe like 5-6 years in, it's like I started questioning myself, like, yo, who exactly do I want to be? I can tell my stories, do interviews better if I be myself. Because now I really do have a story to tell. So that's what, like, I faded off from like circular music or what everybody was trying to do, and just finally give a chance to be open. Because I'm not open in person. But with the music, it's like, I'm not afraid to let it out. And then people start questioning, like, certain lyrics or certain hooks and stuff like that. And it's like fun, like not fun, but it just feels real conversational to explain like, why I wrote that.
Explain it why.
Yeah.
Instead of, you got to really try to pinpoint, oh, yeah, I said this because of this reason. And now you got a reason to explain it to someone.
Yeah, because now they question, like, yo, what happened for you to write, this part of the song, or why do you name this title, or like what really happened, what was going on. Then, I explain, like, my past and the trial tribulation that I've been through, and it's become way more relatable.
I see you have a new project. Is it out right now?
Stones World Order, yes, out everywhere. Apple, Spotify, YouTube. Go ahead, man, jam to it, man. I'm telling you, from the tracks to the skits, you gonna love it.
Yeah, because I listen, on the last song we played before we came in, how you had the sample. I forgot where it came from, but I heard it before. But it was like it just feels like something that I could sit back and enjoy. Sit back like, yeah, it's about to be something dope.
Well, that first track, Trust No One, all the production is produced by Slick. We came together, and it's not even him. It was really my brother Sham God. Like, he listened to all my projects, but he was like, "Bro, you never put out a full rap project." I'm like, "What do you mean? Like some songs I'm rapping?" It was like, "Nah, like you are, but you sound like Lil Baby," and then like I wanted to hear like a full rap. Like I'm like, all right. So I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna give it to you, cause cause this is stepping out of my comfort zone. Right. So when I told Slick, like, yo, I just talked to Sham. He was like, put out a full rap project, and Slick was like, thank God. Yes, I've been waiting for that. I'm like, why you never told me? Like, all these years, he was like, man, hey, I let you nurture it, and it was waiting for the right time to come. He like, this is the right time. So the Trust No One, like, it was supposed to be 2 beats into 1 track. My producer XUL, like, he had like the first segment of the beat, and then that's when that part came in. So it was like 2 beats into 1 track. So we was like, man, we'll go with this. And then I sent it to Sham God. He was like, cut that first track out and keep that part. That part. He said, like, I don't know what movie that from, but what everybody is saying, it just fits. He said, take the other. So what I'm gonna do with the other track? Throw it in the trash. Give it to somebody else. But he was like, that part. He said, I'm telling you. So it's like what I learned is like adding people into my creative space. I was never like that. Like I'll just do it myself. Yeah, you know what I mean. Then get the reaction from other people. But I'm not even gonna lie. Like it's way more fun, and a lot of ideas flows in. Like when you accept like other people to join into your craft, and you take certain pinpoints, like okay, yeah, because there's certain things that you never done before, and they've been watching for a while. They be like, okay, like yo, you need to try this on for size to see if it works.
So let's talk about some of your influences, for you to even start doing music.
Bone Thugs. Like that's number 1. Like was my major influence. Like.
Which one though? Was all of it collectively, or you like?
Nah, I'm not even gonna be biased. It's not all of them.
Okay.
It's Crazy number 1, especially the way he orchestrate music. Busy's number 2, like how he was so unique, and he came in, even though his voice was different, like
but he still every
took the center stage. Like, okay, since my voice is different, I'm gonna do it like this. And Lazy, because the way like he raps, he flows, like he goes crazy. It's like hearing them. Like my first song hearing from Bone was because of my mom. Like she was playing Crossroads during this time, and she used to love that record so much. And then like I never knew the words, but it was always like mimicking everything. So it was like there was nights where before I go to sleep, I'm like maybe 6 years old, 5 years old at the time. Before I go to sleep, like I'll take my headphones that she bought for me. I'll plug it into the family radio, and I'll just wait for Power 96 or 99 Jazz to play it. I'll go back and forth, and then bam, that's when they finally play it. Then I'm able to sleep at night because I just had to hear that song.
Gotta hear it.
I had to hear it. And then that's when my sister started introducing me to like First of the Month. Oh, this is them too. Thuggish Records Bone. This is them too. For the Love of Money. This is them too. And it's like each song didn't like, even though they was rapping in cadence, but it just didn't sound the same. Thuggish Records Bone is slow pace. For the Love of Money was just a vibe. First of the Month was like, it was a head bop. And then Crossroad was like that soft touch. I was like, damn, like, I like these guys. And then that's just like, yo, if I make music, I kind of want to sound like them. So that's what like I got like the touch with the melodic and the harmonies. Like I don't like artists like generations like Drake and such and stuff like that. We all hear them. But when it comes to harmonies, like I always go back to like, to Bone Thugs, like to see how they did it, how they vocalized it, how long they kept they humming, and everything. So I took notes from them.
That's cool. That's dope. Nah, it's just shit though, for real. So like I say, you say you have to try, try to incorporate it to your rap and the way your style is. You feel me? Since you have stepped into this different lane, how do you feel that people have received you? How do people accepted you?
They like this better.
Yeah.
But this was like people was waiting on like to hear bar raps. Even though I've always been rapping, but I always added like melodic or auto-tune, you know what I'm saying, whatever, but I just never did like a full like rap, like 2 minutes, 3 minutes straight and everything. So like this is something like they was all waiting for like to come out, and like this project like really like it just has me shook. I was nervous at first because I ain't, you know, didn't know what people like reaction would be. Like, oh, I'll go back to this, go back to that. But like they was saying like this, like it's not even like I'm rapping gibberish. Like I'm really actually saying something.
Mm-hmm.
So
they have it's called content. They, you know, have substance. When did you put this out?
22nd of April
April.
on Earth Day, and my son's birthday. But
Yeah.
but I made it especially for Earth Day.
Okay. And I see you on YouTube and everything as well. So how has that been going? Like, have you seen the numbers been growing on the YouTube or on platforms and all that?
Numbers on YouTube, like I don't, you know, be honest, I don't like fascinate on that because I don't really gonna be on YouTube a lot. But Apple Music especially, like numbers definitely goes up. I look into that. Spotify as well, but Apple Music is always like has been like the top feed. Like most of my core following like have Apple Music and stuff like that. Like they left Spotify.
And as an artist, why is that important to know where your fans are? Because I
analytics, like to see like, you know, what city is really fucking with you, and then the city that's fucking with you, that's the city you want to visit. So if you got Miami, Jacksonville, Atlanta, New York, Philly, somehow Philly has been your number one numbers where it's jumped out. I think you want to pay a visit to Philly. I think you want to do a couple shows out there in Philly, because you got a couple of, you know, people that knows your music and they need to see your face.
Facts. So, you know, since you have been dealing with music for a while, been in the game for a while, what are some things that you have learned now that you know that could have helped you prior?
Learning myself. Like besides like the music, I don't know. Like when we're in our 20s, I think we become distracted. Like everything is fun.
I can honestly say, I don't remember them.
You don't remember till you sit in a room by yourself.
Yeah, but I don't remember my 20s like that. Like it was just that breeze. Like
you don't like. I don't know. I guess it's like a midlife crisis or middle age thing. But it's like till you sit in a room by yourself, then that's when you really get to know who you are, the way you think.
Yeah,
you know, just in those four walls, like when, you know, nothing to look at, but, you know, you start thinking back in the past, like, damn, why did I do that at the age of 21 or 22, stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So it's like, it's me, like, finally, like, trying to find a space, like, to really get to, like, at a point where it's like, okay, where did I lose myself? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Where can I crack that smile again? Where can I, you know, feel that uplifting spirit again? So, I'm at a pace where I'm really trying to learn myself, and it's like the music has really been helping because I'm able to talk about certain things I was never able to talk about face to face, but the music has definitely been helping.
I'm actually on that same exact journey, you know, that you're talking about.
Yeah, we are gonna hit that age where we wanna sit back and question, like, damn, what happened 10 years ago, and then what I want to do from 10 years from now. Right.
Yeah. And one question, you know, when we opened up, what you asked me about, how was my mental health?
Right.
Why? Let's talk about that. You feel me?
Yeah. I became big on that like for the past 3-4 years. You know, I know some people, you know, who committed suicide and everything. So it's like I always like wanted to really dig into it. Like why do we think, you know, with those type of thoughts, like what really goes through our head, like to really end our life. Some people will call it selfish, but it's like you don't know what the person like was really going through.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? To crack under that. You know, so it's like there's times I've still to this day like still crack under pressure where, you know, I just need to walk away from everything, you know, get space, clear my head and everything, but you know, to off myself, you know, like I can't be inconsiderate because I have kids. Mm-hmm. So I would love for my kids to like know, like, okay, yeah, this is what daddy been through and this is how I came out of it. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, those people aren't able to tell that story, but I want to be able to tell that story. So, you know, like, it's like, don't be afraid, like, to really go through the tears, through the heartbreaks, you know, the meltdowns. You know, we're human. You know, we built for that, like, to break down, but we also built to uplift as well within the spirit.
Hey, man, that. Nah, you speaking facts to that, you feel me? And like, you know, a lot of people struggle with that, especially black men. You feel me?
Yeah.
That's, you know, what's mental health is something that we don't discuss.
I think as a man, period.
Yeah.
Because it's so much pressure as a man that you got to deal with. Like, you know, responsibility, priorities. And then, you know, we got to wake up in the morning, go to work, you know, clocking as much hours, do the overtime. And you got to make sure every 2 weeks, you know, your paycheck is decent amount enough, like, to pay rent, mortgage, have gas, food on the table and everything. Mm-hmm. And it's like you don't really get that break.
Right.
Because even if you're walking home, everything is running to you. Mm-hmm. There's the bills on the counter. There's your kids for attention. You know, if you got a girl at home, that's another attention as well. Mm-hmm. And then you got to do that cycle all over again. So nobody has like that moment where to themselves where it's like, yo, let me step back and breathe. Because the moment you take the step back and breathe, like you already lost time on something. Mm-hmm. So it's as a man, period, like we could always sit here and like listen to a woman and we want to know what a woman go through because we're not women and everything. Right. But I think what gets misconstrued or doesn't really get that attention, now this is what we go through because they expect the man to always be strong, don't show no emotions, you cannot cry. You know, you can't feel anything. You know what I'm saying? Is get up and keep it going.
Keep going.
Yeah.
Just keep going. Don't worry about it. We laugh, but you know, that's really sometimes the way they see it. And honestly, I don't really think they do it intentionally. The women do it intentionally.
No, they don't.
You feel me? I just believe that they're looking for that strong individual to make sure that, you know, they always be led right. Mm-hmm. But sometimes the leader
he falls short too.
Falls short.
Yeah.
You get tired. You feel me?
Yeah, fall short. But that's why you got to have the team behind, like, to help you, you know, lift you up. Like, get up, we got you. Get up, we got you. Keep it going. You know, sometimes we don't have that. So it's like we got to, like, look around or look to the sky and tell ourselves, like, mentally, like, all right, you know what, fuck it. I got it. Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, there's people that be like, nah, I can't do it. And they just lay there and cry and everything passed by them. So, you know, you got two options in life, man. Like, you want to keep it going, you want to accept the fall for the sympathy and the pittiness and everything. Like, sympathy is not always for your heart, man. It's just for the attention.
Definitely. Definitely. Because that's really what you're yearning for anyway.
Yeah.
You know, for the attention. For the affection, the love, whatever. You feel me? It comes back to the attention, to you.
Yeah, because the surrounding, like, we all want a certain amount of attention, but it's like there's people that's be inconsiderate and some people that are considerate.
Right.
You know, the inconsiderate people, like, they want all the attention, like, everybody to focus on themselves. But once all eyes is on you, you know, they want to cover themselves with a blanket. Like, okay, y'all can stop looking at me now. Like, nah, this is what you asked for.
This is what you wanted.
You know what I'm saying? But the people that's, you know, considerate, like, yeah, have my attention, but also look at your surrounding. Mm-hmm. So when you look at your surrounding, you're able to pick, like, okay, yeah, I don't like that. Yeah, I don't like that. Okay, you know, this is why I appreciate you because you're not like this person, that person, this person.
Right.
You know, that's how they end up valuing you more.
That's dope, man. So how many records do you have on Stone World?
There's four tracks. Trust No One, Haste the New Love, No Mercy, Death Before Dishonor.
So why only 4? Cause I usually get a 7, the 10, the 12.
I mean, couple reasons. One, we wanted to see where this goes, and unfortunately, people ask the same question. Why only 4? Mm-hmm. Like, why is it so short? Why is it so short? I wanted it to be longer, but, you know, my producer Slick, like, he, you know, made a valid point. You know, we're gonna test the waters and see how this goes. You know, see where it lands, the marketing and everything. And second reason is, like, people's attention span is short. Like, it's falling even short.
Yeah, that's true. Very much true.
Like, I don't know. It's like before we used to appreciate 20-track albums, 18-track albums. But, like, now people, like, skip through, skim through. They don't even go back to it. But if you got a solid 3 or 4 that's memorable, that's golden right there.
I see you rep it. You got that on your brand on your SWO.
Stones World Order.
Okay, you got your own brand. I like that. So, do you have a website where people check out your, your merchandise?
Yeah,
or?
TGT.org. They can log in, see myself and other artists, Famous Danny, Xgar, Marklin Hayes. We all in the family, all in one. We all in one.
I was like, what's the name of the label again? You say?
TGT.
TGT. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So any videos you put out yet?
Yeah.
Let's talk about those.
Last year we put out. I put out an EP, or a 3-track EP for 420 called High Off Stress.
Just 3? It was long tracks.
Nah, they're not long, like 2 minutes.
Damn, only 3?
Yeah. Gotta I don't know. I don't know if I probably do, because I work on a lot of records, reference wise in the studio, catalogs, goes crazy. But I'm very picky, exactly what I really want to put out.
I get that.
That's why I work from home first before spinning the bread in the studio. So at a point where in the beginning when we was all up and coming, we all want to put out a mixtape, 15 tracks, 13 tracks, 20 tracks. And then you would do that for 5-6 years, but nothing is breaking through. But you got to have this one solid record, as they say, as a single to push it and everything like that. So again, it's just, to me, it's my opinion, it's just following the trends and everything. I like to create music, but I break that cycle probably 2019 when I dropped my first EP. Because prior to that was always mixtapes, street albums. I was like, you know what, let me just create a 7-track EP. And that worked. So I'm like, all right. I see people like a Shorter Span Records, Shorter Span Project, to really get to know the artist.
I ain't gonna lie. Well, just saying that, think about Rod Wave, how his records was probably 130, 145, the longest.
1:30?
Yeah.
Each song?
Each song. But it helped. It helped get people want to hear more. I don't know why.
But time elapsed, equal to 13 minutes?
Probably. But he probably had about between 15 to sometimes 20 songs, so it kind of stretches.
Like a wasted beat.
Yeah.
To me. It works for him, but
it works for the attention span, what I come to find out.
That's true. But how many songs is on this? I know who Rod Wave is, but I never checked his full-length projects.
Probably 16 to 18. Sometimes. Yeah.
I think it will stay stuck. He continued that time 1 minute record, but I think it will stay stuck. If he will make the project 8-9 songs, because you give him 18, 20, people are picking and choosing.
Right.
And out of 20, they might just choose 2. Yeah. Whatever project that Heart on My Sleeve, just that's all we remember.
Right.
I don't know what else is on that project, but if you would have shortened it 5-6 songs, probably would remember 3 or 4 of them records.
Right. I understand. Okay.
Yeah.
I get that. Now, it definitely makes sense. You feel me? So, any shows you got coming up?
Man, we working on it now. We trying to hit these big events. Too many records, too many energy. We need them big stages, man.
Definitely. Well, everybody know where they can check you out, man. Follow you, where you can find your music, everything. You feel me?
Follow me on Twitter, Jeff Stones Music, Instagram, Jeff_Stones. You can Google Jeff Stones. I'll pop up. Projects, Stones World Order, out now, Apple Music, Spotify. Go ahead and get that.
You already know, ladies and gentlemen, DJ Meat, week on.